Damn! There's fucking bits of them all over the fucking show. You just got Humpty Dumpty-fied, and no one's putting you back together. Where the hell is everybody? I'm pissing in the wind here. That was fucking loud. Like a church bell. These bastards are all over me.
So Brody and Axelrod tested each of the metabolites, APAP and aniline, separately to see if one created methemoglobin while the other didn't. To do this, they gave participants 1/10 of a gram of aniline by mouth, and in the end, they found a relationship between aniline concentration in the blood and rates of methemoglobin. More aniline in the blood, more methemoglobin. And they suspected that it was a metabolite of aniline called phenyl hydroxylamine that caused the problem. To test this, they gave a few milligrams of that compound to dogs and saw more methemoglobin than the other drug products. Tests since then have confirmed that phenyl hydroxylamine is indeed the chemical that turns hemoglobin into methemoglobin, but that didn't automatically mean that APAP was safe.
هلا والله. هلو.
We will work together against the zombies, yeah? Co-op time! So much fun! Wunderbar! You're on 2 teams and only 1 team makes it out alive, so good luck.
شوف السافل طلع. على مونكي بهذا الريجن. interesting.
Three enemies remain! Time for a fire sale! Time for a fire sale! The Großkraft feels the thrill of victory!
Good game.
questions regarding the ranking system, or even diarize or my other projects, please leave a comment down below, and I'll try to reply or answer them in the next diarize dev update. And be sure to check out Stella and Forrest down below for updates. Until now. Now, I tweeted to get to max rank. So no matter how good you were in Black Ops 2 Zombies, if you weren't playing for a minimum of that in-game time play, you wouldn't have been able to progress all the way to max rank. Once you banked that 30 hours of in-game playtime, you don't have to do that ever again unless you create a brand new account. So what happens if you get D-ranked? Say you got D-ranked down to the 9th, you wouldn't have to put in another 15 hours to get to 30 hours to get the shotguns back, because you've already hit the minimum in-game time requirement. Then it all goes back to rounds and downs. Both of those things determine a ratio of your rounds to downs, which is not only affected by the rank that you are, but more specifically, what rounds you are on. How many rounds you had during specific groups of rounds, which are every 5 rounds. Now, Zombie explained this with a line of code which looked pretty confusing. I'm going to explain it with some slight reformatting so it's a bit easier to understand. Make it simple. If you went down between rounds 1 and 5, you would have an influence of 1 to the ratio, resulting in a heavier penalty to your rank. If you went down between rounds 6 to 10, this would give an influence of 0.5 to the ratio, resulting in a medium penalty to your rank. If you went down between rounds 11 and 15, this would give an influence of 0.33 to the ratio. Between rounds 16 and 20 was an influence of 0.25.
Free for all.
21 to 25 is a 0.2 influence to the ratio, and so on until the rounds are so high that it
Shut up, clock in and load up.
the influence of your number to your rank ratio would not change it at all. Some other little things is that one do not get positive influence to your rank. You only have your
Guardian ready to deploy. Warship awaiting orders. Friendly VTOL warship inbound.
This is 1-1 in from west, 10 seconds. Good effects. Target destroyed. Good effects. Good hits. Room for immediate reattack. Strike successful.
We're going down!
two teams of competitive players playing zombies on Shadows of Evil, and there was obviously no competitive game mode for these two teams of bots to play against.
ها اي والله ليش ما سووا هذا الشيء من قبل في
Free for all.
السعودية؟
Competitive game mode just sounds so alien. Let me know in the comment section if you think that at some point in the future.
Time to earn your worth. Guardian ready for deployment. VTOL warship awaiting orders. Hostile lightning strike inbound.